Since I am very upset at the fact that there is no Christmas decor, I will be making a little tree farm here. Just to feel a little better, get in the Christmas mood, maybe listen to some Christmas music while I'm doing this. Clearly, I have moved also. I'm not in our guild neighborhood right now. And that is because, well, these plots were taken in our guild neighborhood. It's such a shame there's no snow here. That would be really cool in my opinion. I think we'll start with the exterior right now. I think I'm gonna go with this like stone cottage style house. I want to add some dormers, but I wanted them to be a bit different, so I kind of like those. So I might do a couple of these and then one in the middle. And obviously those are brown. And I'm going to be changing this to nutmeg. Simple entryway brown, I think, is what we will be going with. Some round windows there. So I don't really like the shattered window that much. I think these just like look like wings, if that makes sense. Like, I know that the top is like curved, but these look like wings and it throws me off for some reason. I'm gonna make it a round window. Yep. Okay. Trees go like to the sides, possibly. And then have this sort of be in the middle. And then have like a little tent or something where the trees get like wrapped or something so that people can bring them home. Obviously this is like mega imagination. You have to just like make a story for your build. So we can make a couple decorated ones, we can make a couple just normal ones, some baby ones, some big ones, some already, is it called like felled ones? Cut down trees? Yeah, that's the plan. There was a person just a moment ago who came here to look at the build, and I bet they're just wondering what on earth, like, why am I putting carpets here? But yeah, I'm gonna get ready and just like turn them around and just make them max size and then make them white so we can see if we can make some sort of make it look kind of snowy here, maybe, possibly. Hi, hello, coming to you from a voiceover. I decided to do a voiceover for the rest of the build because, well, as you can see, it started raining. It didn't end up looking the way I wanted it to. I hated the roof, the snow, everything, so I decided to take it all down. And yeah, I just wanted to leave these clips here just to show that every idea does not always work out. The issue here was like not so much the way that it looked necessarily. I think I could have made it look good, but the issue with the budget in the exterior, it's just so low right now that I wasn't able to actually build the trees. So that was my problem, and I just wanted to leave these clips here to show like right now you have to make some sacrifices with this decor budget outside, and that's okay. I think it ended up turning out really lovely at the end, so I think it was just like it turned out better because of the sacrifice. Also, you might have noticed that I'm actually using the keybind here to make the bushes bigger, because if you use the actual like advanced tool to size up these bushes to 200%, you can still use a keybind also that you have set to size them up. You can see them on the top right here, not the top right, on the right corner there's those keybinds. You just see like size up keybind and you can set it to whatever you want. I didn't have that keybind, the default one, on my keyboard because I use a Nordic keyboard, but you can just set the keybinds yourself anyway, so I did that and that's what I'm using. So sometimes you can see I'm sizing up things to 200 and then after that I'm making them even bigger. I think most people at this point know how to make a Christmas tree in WoW already because there's so many tutorials on it, but I thought I would still leave this little clip here so you can see the way I make mine, because I see many people use different bushes or they turn these ones actually around so that branches are pointing downwards, which is really cute looking as well. But yeah, I make mine this way and I really like this method of making them. Here at this point of the build I started to get really worried about the exterior decor budget limit, so I took a look at the build. I realized it was not going to be possible to have all of the snow on the roof and also some trees. So yeah, unfortunately the snow had to go and I ended up building two actual like Christmas trees, and then you'll see what I did later with the actual tree farm bit, because you can't really build these full-size trees like all over your yard because the decor budget is so low on the outside. But yeah, we made do. At this point you can see on the top right, this is actually an add-on that I'm using. I'm going to be linking it in the description for you. This is so helpful. You can set binds like the F1, F2, F3, blah blah blah, to have specific items like decor there, and it's so easy to just like use multiples of those. You could just, it's basically like copy pasting really fast. The add-on is called ADT Advanced Decoration Tools Housing Editing Lifesaver on CurseForge. It is so helpful. My guildie linked it to me and said it was going to be a lifesaver, and it really is. It's so good for me. I definitely haven't mastered using it yet, but it has been already so helpful. As you can see, I also ended up relocating briefly. I'm not gonna stay here. I just thought it was too dark here. I didn't really like the vibes, so yeah. But my issue at the mountains was that the trees were sort of like way cooler toned than the pine trees around. I ended up relocating actually one more time because I added some other trees on this build as well, and it fits better in this other spot. So yep, I ended up relocating a few times, but in the end it's gonna look perfect. Next up on the list of criticism I have is, why are the lampposts not usable outside? Or any lamps, like the only lamps. Let me show you a little picture. Currently, these 4 lamps are the only things you can put outside. So I'm very lucky that the goblin string light thingy is usable outside, so I can make some like Christmas lights, but they are too long even when they're sized down to use in Christmas trees, and it kind of looks wonky because they're so straight. They don't have any curve to them really, so they're really difficult to use. And another light that has like a little candle on it, the Dollar and Sun sconce, I wanted to really maybe use those for lights on the trees, but yeah, they are crafted and they cost a ton on the auction house. So unfortunately I wasn't able to really put any lamps on the Christmas trees, but that's okay. I think they ended up looking pretty nice anyway. You can see I'm returning to the mountains at this point because it was just getting too dark to decorate, and I really wanted to see the colors I was going to put on the trees like as decorations. But yeah, towards the end we're going to be relocating one more time to a spot that fits better with the actual like appearance of the house and stuff. But yeah, as you can see, I used these carpets as decorations for the tree, and then I use these curtains for little, it's called like garland or something, and I tried to make everything really festive color. So I wanted to use white and red on the trees, and then I used green and red on the house. I believe the dyes I used for this build were bone white, horde red, and lush green if I'm not mistaken, and I used those mostly. I don't think I used any other ones really. First I was thinking of adding some gold in there or yellow, but it didn't really end up working or looking very nice, so I just went with 3 colors. I will also say that if you want to like preserve your sanity, maybe don't do it this way. I don't know, like the carpets and placing them, sizing them down, turning them around with the tool to rotate them was very time consuming, and yeah, I did not want to make you guys watch all of that, so I did try to cut out most of it, but it took me a long time. It did take me a very long time. Anyway, I'm very curious to know how many of you guys have actually decorated your WoW house currently to like celebrate Christmas or the holidays, because I don't know, I haven't really felt like it. I haven't decorated anything indoors now. It's like still the old night elf house mostly. I've just picked out some furniture here and there, but yeah, I have the Christmas tree inside still, but I haven't really felt like decorating it because I was waiting for the Feast of Wintervale, and well, it turned out to not have any winter decoration, but that's okay. I think next year we're gonna get the things that are already like in databases shown. I can absolutely wait another year, and some people were saying maybe we'll get it in Christmas presents under the tree on Christmas Day, but I doubt that because that would be a little bit late, in my opinion at least, for Christmas decorating. But yeah, I'm just really excited to get all of the event decor, all the other decor as well. Many people were saying that maybe they're not giving anything this year because it's still early access, but you can already, you know, gather decorations. I understand that it might not be very fun not being able to use them, but they also did post like, or like give decoration in the Diablo expansion thing, which is very expensive, so I don't know if that argument really works with that. But either way, soon enough we'll have a bunch of decoration to collect. Like yesterday evening I went through all of the decoration on WowDB and just looked at all of the midnight decorations that are coming, and oh my goodness, I am so inspired. I have so many cool ideas and I just want to get to building. Anyway, we are decorating the other tree right now, and I decided to try adding some garland to the tree, but as you can see it was kind of expensive for the decor budget, so I ended up deleting all of it and just going with the little rugs on the tree or little baubles, and then I just focused on making the yard look nice otherwise. This is another thing I really hope they add at some point for the Feast of Wintervale: Christmas gifts, because right now we have to use crates, and some people have made amazing looking Christmas gifts, but I decided to just use these crates and color them different colors, but the texture gets kind of wonky and weird whenever you use dyes on them, so it's kind of a shame, but I think they ended up looking kind of cute and you get the idea. So at this point I was kind of like looking at the build and I was like, this looks so goofy with these two Christmas trees just in the front, so I added some big trees in the background so it would like block out some of the area that was looking super empty, and I think that made it look a whole lot better. Honestly, at this point my motto is, if it looks bad, add plants to it. Like that is what I live by when I'm decorating in WoW or any game where you can decorate. Just if it looks empty, add plants. It will save it. That was my dog if you heard something in the background. Also, I'm super excited that in Midnight they're going to be adding so many new plants, especially with the Haranir, the allied race. I am so excited for those. I have ideas. You guys, like, I don't even know. But all I will say at this point is that I love building scenes from other games, I love building scenes from movies, and I love just in general like stories and storytelling with my builds. So yeah, that will be my focus, I think, a lot in Midnight, at least when it starts. Well, we'll see when we get actually the items, like when I can get the items for the allied race, since I actually have to also earn those. And I was thinking that since building can be sometimes a little bit lonely and you have to sometimes grind for some resources to actually get the items, I was thinking that maybe I could do some cozy streams on Twitch possibly. I'm not sure yet when I'm gonna start doing that, but I have put my Twitch link in the description of my channel and in the description of this video because I was asked to do some streams. I really enjoy cozy building, and yeah, I guess other people do too, so I was thinking that I could just grind some resources possibly for builds and just have some people to talk to, or just vibe to some music and just keep it really chill and cozy. At least that's my idea, but we shall see. I am a little bit shy, I must say, so it might take a little while for me to, you know, get the courage to actually do that, but I am not opposed to it at all. I would love to do that. I have streamed before a little bit, but yeah, that was many years ago, like probably like 7. So honestly, my plan would be to just have music on, just build, be cozy, just have like a chill, quiet stream for people to have in the background. It's nothing crazy. I don't want to stream any raids or anything like that. We can do like some decor runs, I suppose, on my streams, and yeah, just gather some resources and build and enjoy the game. Have people to talk to while doing that, I guess. But I think that would only start next year. Oops, I've been yapping for so long that I didn't even notice we moved plots. So now you can see the plot that we ended up at. I really like this one. Here I'm just putting some finishing touches in. I wanted to really have some like ready trees to be taken out from this tent, but I ended up doing something a bit different. I used the weapon rack to make like a little thing where there's a tree just sort of leaning on it, and it ended up just being one tree because they were too bushy to have two, so you couldn't see the weapon rack, and I really like the colors of it. So yeah, it's a bit sad, but yeah, the limits on the exterior is kind of annoying right now, and next year if we do have those Christmas trees or any sort of like spruce tree things, we can actually have a lot nicer tree farms, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to be giving you guys a little tour of this build since it's starting to look pretty finished. So hello. I'm just gonna walk you through. As you can see, I use these bushes to make the Christmas trees because obviously I can't build full ones with the decor budget outside. There's a little table for cutting the trees and like fixing it, I don't know. And then there's the trees that I decorated, a little bench, some gifts under the tree, and then there's the tree that's just leaning on the stand, and then a little spot to, you know, go by them. I don't know, I really like this build. I really think it looks so cozy and Christmassy, and it really did get me a little bit in the Christmas mood as well. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching and listening to me, and happy building!